Alicia's phone sending a live location to Sean's phone.
This is minutes before the murder. Her phone is sending a live location to another shooter's phone.
This is approximately 15 minutes before the shots are fired.
But you were at the hotel where Foolio was murdered at the exact same time. No, listen, this is the time where we're going to... I have your phone everywhere. I have the beef between your boyfriend, his people, and you don't have to play dumb with BL. This is high definition footage, okay? You're there. You're there.
I caught you in 4K.
I can tell you right now, with the statement you're giving us, you're going to be in prison, and you're never going to come out of it. You're never going to see the outside of prison. We all in this room know that you're lying. We have evidence.
Day 6 of the Foolio murder trial was the worst one for Alicia so far. Her interrogation footage with the detectives puts the nail in her coffin. The jury sees over an hour of interrogation footage, and she's called out for lying 50 times. This is by far the worst day for her defense. She is just so cooked.
This should have been handled before trial. Because the only way for me to really know is if I watch the whole video. And I'm not going to, in the middle of trial, take time out and watch over an hour long video of the defendant's interrogation. So I'm flying blind here, relatively speaking. So there's no way for me to know if, in fact, the statements that the detective made are, in fact, relevant to any potential impeachment or issue. And I just want to clarify, make sure for the record, Mr. McClymonds, you're not claiming that these statements made by Detective Ramos have to go to the voluntariness of your client's statement, or are you?
Not that the statements are involuntary, they invoke certain responses from Ms. Andrews. It's not that
okay, I just want to make sure we're not talking about voluntariness. We're simply discussing context, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and so then that's where the rule of completeness comes in.
Not the defendant's statements, but the detective's statements to her about completely irrelevant matters that are not only irrelevant to this proceeding, but would be misleading and confusing to the jury. Specifically, he is telling her, you are going to receive a life sentence if you don't tell us what happened, if you don't give us your version, if you were dragged into this gangland war by Mr. Chance or others, you need to tell us now. You're looking at life. And he doesn't just tell her you're looking at life. He fleshes it out in long narratives where he talks about the implications of life. Her life in the prison. That's going to be her nursing home. That she's going to be woke up every morning and told what to do, what to eat, where to go. He talks to her about the fact that she'll be walked out to a yard where it's surrounded by high walls. Then he proceeds to tell her all of the things that she will miss. She'll miss Thanksgiving dinner with her parents. She'll miss all the things that other people have in their lives, while the co-defendants may be out running around living the high life. Also, as the court's aware, normally jurors never know what the potential sentence is in a case like this. Excuse me, counsel, I'd like to finish my argument.
Things are already feisty. He said, excuse me, I'd like to finish my argument. It's crazy the defense wants this in to show the jury that this girl's going to be cooked fried, and this detective is like, we know you did it. We know you killed Foolio.
Basically, what we would be doing is putting before the jury something that they shouldn't be hearing and then trying to cure it with a curative instruction instead of just excluding them. What her potential sentence is and what the ramifications of that potential sentence are irrelevant to these proceedings. If the jury is potentially going to give you any benefit or any kind of mercy, you need to tell us the truth, or they're going to see this. They're going to see what you didn't tell us. They're going to see all these things that you didn't say to us.
Silence from her, so she obviously doesn't snitch. She probably barely speaks in this interview. It's going to be all the detective just hounding her, trying to get her to switch up and snitch on them. Because that's really the only way she got out of this, was to snitch, testify in their trials, and get 20 years or something.
But this is what I understand. So that only comes in, because these are all hearsay statements by the detective, okay? So anything that she says after that, what is the relevance and why is it admissible? So if she's not making admissions, then it's hearsay. Anything she's saying is hearsay. Failing to see why, if she doesn't say anything that the state's intending to introduce after the detective makes those representations to her, then why are we showing it at all to the jury?
At this point, she's lying, right? And they're going to present to the jury that she lied about X, Y, Z things throughout the interview. So that all of those things are against her interest.
Half of you aren't subscribed. Make sure you hit subscribe. I appreciate it.
Okay, but again, let's just remove anything that happens before Detective Ramos makes those statements to her about the potential sentence or what's going to happen to her. That's different. Okay, we're only talking about anything she may have said, because that's the only context that would be part of this discussion.
Right, but you're cutting it. You're showing half the jury, half the jury.
I know, but the rule of completeness is only necessary to bring in any other statements if it needs to give context to something. If the original statement from Ramos regarding the sentence and how life in prison is going to be, if the jury never hears that, they don't need to hear the context of her responses. They don't need to hear it.
Jeez. Yesterday, the judge sounded like she was going to let everything in. Now she's switching up. She's saying the rule of completeness doesn't require that.
If there's no admissible evidence, meaning inculpatory statements that she makes after, or anything you're going to use against her, after Detective Ramos makes his statements to her, I don't think any of that should come in at all. At all. It's not relevant.
Well, just in a review, but apparently there is some things that she does say after research.
That you wish to use.
Yes,
Against her.
yes, that we would suggest are very incriminating.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, if she clearly lied about shit, they're allowed to show that she lied to the jury.
No, unfortunately, there is one other matter. Late last night, I became aware of the fact that several of the defense witnesses have been communicating with each other and watching the trial after the rule was invoked by the defense. So I am requesting of this court, or at least notifying this court that that's occurring, and requesting the witnesses be ordered again to stop communicating with each other and stop watching this televised.
Defense witnesses are watching the trial. I read the full defense witness list in this video. I'll put it up in the link.
Could you say which witnesses were referring?
Miss Enright, Miss Lyle, and Miss Gathright or Nevea.
We're not calling it a big effort.
Okay, well, Miss Enright and Miss Lyle have been communicating with each other, have been communicating with the co-defendant, getting daily updates up to yesterday as to what's happening in this trial, and speaking about their meeting together via Zoom, whether that's the truth or not, with the defense attorneys this weekend.
Kyla Enright, I think one of the shooters tried to text her to get Foolio's location at one point. I don't think she gave it to them. And then Nevia Gaithright is Sean Gaithright's sister. I made a whole video on this. If you missed it, I'm sorry. I don't want to explain it.
I just want to parse that out. I want to make sure that we're saying what's accurate. You're saying that somebody spoke to a co-defendant. Which co-defendant are you referring to?
Sean Gathright.
All right, so I have no control over whether they speak to Sean Gathright. I can tell them not to do that, but I have no control over that. I did not know that was happening. You also said
Someone spoke to Sean Gathright? So Sean's getting information on this trial, clearly, in jail calls.
there was a Zoom. You're talking about this coming weekend or the one before?
This past weekend, they indicated that they were meeting with you, your office, the defense, about their testimony for witness press together on Zoom.
What I'm asking is, who is the day? Who was meeting with us this weekend?
I presume the callers, or at least the person on the other end of the phone. So Mrs. Enright and Miss Lyle, the co-defendant's mother, who were listed.
All right, so I don't recall meeting with them, but if I did, there is no problem with us preparing our witnesses for trial the same way that the state prepares their witnesses for trial. The same way that the state talks to their witnesses outside, whether they're grouped together, whether they're separate. They spoke to witnesses, we speak to witnesses before trial. The court will give an instruction, a jury instruction at the end of the trial, which says that it is not improper for the attorneys to talk to the witnesses.
Well,
So
that is true.
they should not, I guess, paying attention to the trial, watching the trial. But I have no control of that.
I know. I know you don't. I'm assuming you told them, right? The rules
I
of
told,
administration.
I know particularly, I told Sean Gathwight's mother, Miss Lyle.
Oh, that's Sean Guthrie's mom, Miss Lyles. Okay. So they're watching the trial. Oh, man. Still can't get over how this Uber was only $187 from Tampa to Jacksonville, which I'm pretty sure Uber takes like half of the fare. That's what I've heard before. So $187 divided by 2. This guy got paid $93 to drive them 3 hours. And let's be honest, I doubt they tipped him. They didn't tip this guy.
So I know the volume isn't very loud here, but you said that you were able to hear some of that conversation. Is that correct?
Yes, when co-defendant Isaiah Chance walks up to the driver door and he has it cracked open, there is some chatter. You kind of listen closely, but that's what I made out of the chatter.
So now they're just showing the lock code on the fucking front door of the Airbnb. I mean, just really putting the nail in the coffin. This is kind of unnecessary. We see them on the camera, bro.
Davion Murphy is captured by the ring camera.
Oh, I didn't know Davion was on a ring camera.
Defendant Alicia Andrews is captured by the ring camera.
I think I asked you yesterday, who was the only defendant who was not captured on the ring video footage in Tampa?
Co-defendant Rashad Murphy. Yes, I sent him photographs from Sean Gaithright's residential cameras that showed 3 of the defendants arriving there in Jacksonville and asked him if these were the same 3 people that he picked up at the Airbnb in Tampa.
Did you also send him a photograph of him at the Airbnb?
Yes.
And did he confirm that that indeed was him?
Yes.
I mean, these guys are just on camera everywhere. Every day blows my mind how much they're on camera. Before the murder, during the murder, after the murder. Tracked with license plates, like pictures on their own phones.
I'm going to ask you about this time down here, 3 hours and 25 3 hours and 25 minutes.
3 hours and 25 minutes for $187. I can't get over that. You earn more for this trip because you got a wait time fee. Of course, they took forever to come outside. No surprise.
So this is a side-by-side. On the left side of the screen, we have footage from co-defendant Sean Gaithright's residential cameras being compared to a photograph taken when co-defendant Rashad Murphy was arrested by Gwinnett County several days later. If
you want to make a video on how he wanted to represent himself and not have a lawyer, yes, you heard me correctly. At a certain point, he was debating that, and he was all impatient and kind of upset about how long it was taken to go to trial for this in court.
And did you obtain a search warrant to get the security video footage from Sean Gaithright's home in Jacksonville, Florida?
Yes, I did.
And Detective, the timestamp is not reflected on this, is that correct?
No, it would be on the name of the file of this specific clip. So.
But this is occurring on June 22nd of 2024?
Yes, this is Isaiah Chance's arrival at Sean Gaithright's house in the early hours of the afternoon of Saturday, June 22nd.
Is this a different camera view?
Yes.
Still on June 22nd of 2024.
Correct.
And each of these small video clips, was the name of the file of the video clip, did it include the date and time of the video itself?
Yes.
And approximately what is the time range when we're looking at him at Sean Gathwright's house on June 22nd of 2024?
Approximately 2 p.m. On the 22nd.
I used to have a big, bulky, ugly brown wallet, but once I got sponsored by Ridge over 5 years ago, I've never looked back. This is my wallet. And I've been using these wallets for over 5 years, even when I wasn't sponsored by them. You know why? Because it's literally the greatest wallet in the world. I even have an Apple AirTag tracking it. I have all my cards in there that I need. And all you have to do is just push your cards out and they'll come out. It's slim, compact, and very, very high quality materials. They're made with premium materials like aluminum, titanium, and carbon fiber. And you have over 50 colors and styles to choose from. Not to mention all Ridge products come with a lifetime warranty. So this is literally the last wallet you'll ever need to buy. They have over 100,000 5-star reviews. I mean, come on. It's an amazing wallet. They also have everyday essentials like key cases, suitcases, and rings, all built with the same sleek, durable design. I mean, this is by far the easiest sponsor to ever do because it's actually an amazing product. For a limited time, our listeners get 10% off at Ridge using code CUF at checkout. Just head to ridge.com and use code CUF and you're all set. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support the show and tell them our show sent you. Thank you, guys.
And what is he doing in this picture?
He appears to be moving bags from his registered BMW into the residence at this point.
I'm pretty sure he brought the Glock that Rashad used with the switch and the extended mag.
Again, same time period, but showing different angle camera. Is that correct?
Correct.
They got multiple angles. These motherfuckers just walking around. They could literally edit a movie of the murder. Like a 4-minute movie of all the camera footage. Maybe even like 5 to 10 minutes. I don't even know, dude. From before, during, and after. And I'm not even trying to be funny here. They could do that.
What is Mr. Gathwright doing now?
He's removing items from his trunk and bringing them inside.
And cell site information, did his cell site information put him at his house during this time period?
Correct. Appears to be removing some kind of lighting equipment from his trunk and bringing it inside.
I think I remember someone saying they were there to shoot a video. This literally shows him taking camera equipment and putting it inside the house.
Can you describe what's going on now?
At this point, they're starting to bring out bags that they're going to load into the Impala.
You see these big ass bags, right? They were in Tampa for 17 hours. Why do you need this many bags? Look how many bags they have. And plus the big ass bags.
What color are the bags that he's bringing out?
A pink one in his left and a blue one in his right.
I know it's not funny, like they murdered someone, but it's funny how stupid they are.
What's going on now?
These appear to be some door-to-door type salesmen, and they apparently talking to Alicia in the front passenger seat there.
Imagine these door-to-door salesmen seeing this. They're like, what did we walk into? We walked into a murder plot trying to sell them solar.
Where does Miss Andrews go?
She goes into the Impala. It appears the back seat.
And is this the first time you are now seeing Rashad Murphy on video footage?
Correct.
Does he come out of that Uber driver's vehicle?
Yes.
And who are the
So this is after the murder.
Does that appear to be the same pink bag that Alicia Andrews unloads from the Airbnb into the Uber?
It does appear to be, yes.
So what they're doing with the bag situation is showing that she probably carried a bag with a gun in it. I think that's what they're insinuating because it goes into Sean's house.
That particular time frame, what was that time when that occurred?
That was closer to 2:26, 2:27 a.m. on the 23rd.
For any sort of communication that was occurring from her phone at that time?
I did.
Did you locate any sort of evidence of that phone call being made?
No.
Are there other applications on an Apple iPhone that you can utilize to make telephone calls?
Many.
So that's a red flag, clearly, right? Like she was letting her boyfriend use her phone. She's walking in tandem with him while they're tracking Foolio, and they use an app that disguises them calling people. Is that not a big red flag? They're clearly trying to hide the phone call. It's very incriminating, in my opinion.
Are there certain applications that don't record or give detailed information of user call detail records?
Without the physical device, we wouldn't see that.
And if that information wasn't backed up, you would not be able to locate that. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, this is Alicia Andrews' phone number is sharing a live location with Sean Gathwright's phone number.
So just so the from column, that is designating, again, Ron and her number. Is that correct?
Correct.
I mean, literally sharing the location with a shooter. Think about that. Her phone is sharing the location with the shooter.
Whose number is that?
Sean Gathwright's.
And you said that, what does this mean?
That Alicia Andrews' phone sent a live location to Sean Gathwright's phone.
And does it show in this box when that is occurring?
Yeah, the correct Eastern Standard Time, 2 a.m. on Sunday, June 23rd.
2 hours before the murder.
And then this box, what's going on? What time are we at?
We're at 2:31 a.m. on the 23rd, Eastern Standard.
And what is, who's this from?
This is from Alicia Andrews.
And again, is this time there's actually a message being sent?
Yes.
Okay, and what is she messaging?
To pick up the phone, 4:25 a.m.
Okay. Okay. And what is going on at this time?
This is Alicia's phone sending a live location to Sean's phone.
This is minutes before the murder. Her phone is sending a live location to another shooter's phone.
4:25 a.m.
Where is that silver Chevy Cruze at?
Around the intersection of McKinley and Fowler, near the Homestead Suites.
And what is going on at this time?
This is approximately 1 minute after the victim and his entourage arrived at the Homestead Suites parking lot. This is Alicia Andrews' phone sending a location to Sean Gaithwright's phone.
So now we have jumped where they are close to the time when the victim is killed. Is that correct?
Yes, this is approximately 15 minutes before the shots are fired.
So this is the Kyla girl.
Sean Gaithwright's phone is sending a text to Kyla.
And what is the message he's sending?
I need y'all text Fat Boy.
Was there anyone with the victim's party, Charles Jones' party, that had a nickname or was known as Fat Boy?
I wasn't able to identify a person.
What is the next message from Sean Gaithwright's device?
Make it seem like you know he there. You won't know he there.
What time is that sent?
12:36 a.m. on the 23rd.
What is his next message that happens at 12:38?
He at a B&B with 6. Be like, where you at? I want to pull up. I'm drunk and you trying to fuck.
So this is Sean Gaithwright trying to get this girl Kyla to text this guy Fat Boy, who is apparently with Foolio, and basically set him up. He with 6 is Foolio. He had a B&B with Foolio. I want to pull up, I'm trying to get drunk, and you trying to fuck.
And during the course of your investigation, is there somebody that you know is known as 6?
The victim, Charles Jones.
And was Charles Jones at an Airbnb that night?
Yes. No, I'm in Tampa trying to see where his B&B at.
And then what is the response from Miss Enright's phone?
Who B&B, question mark.
And then what is the response from Sean Gaithwright's phone that occurs at 12:41:50 on 6/23 of 2024?
6.
Could you be any more bad at murdering someone on your own phone saying, I'm tracking Foolio around trying to find his Airbnb? That's what he just did.
And then what is his next response at 12:41:53?
Fools.
And then his next response at 12:42:02.
It's his birthday and Fat Boy with him. FB going to Beezer's tonight or some shit like that.
That's the response from Miss Enright?
Correct.
And then the response from Sean Gaithwright's device that occurs at 1:25:25 a.m.
Is he there yet? Question mark.
So she did tell him what nightclub they're going to, but it was already public. So he's just trying to find out if they're already at the nightclub or whatever. Literally just tracked everywhere. All the way down.
We're looking here specifically in the time frame of the homicide at around 4:40 a.m.
Okay. And is a murder scene within the area that is covered by that cell phone tower?
Yes.
All right, they're about to show interrogation footage of Alicia. So I'm just about to give the jury instruction on what to consider from this interview.
All right, I have an instruction for you all before that happens. You are about to watch a recorded interview that contains opinions and statements by Detective Ramos and Sergeant Aaron Campbell to Alicia Andrews. In particular, there are statements made by Detective Ramos and Sergeant Aaron Campbell as to their opinion regarding the defendant's guilt and any potential sentence or punishment she may receive. These opinions and statements are pertinent only to explain the reactions and responses they elicit. You are not to consider these opinions and statements by Detective Ramos and Sergeant Aaron Campbell as true.
And what you're about to see is why you never speak to the police when you're arrested.
I know that you were in a relationship with Isaiah Chance, okay? And I know he's probably already talked to you and, probably tried to tell you what to do or what to say, okay? But I want you to understand, right? In this moment, right, God isn't in this room and he can't do anything, to help you in this situation. You have to make that decision for yourself, you know what I mean? I think that there's a lot of stuff that we have to show you that you would probably want to see, and I'm willing to be as open can be to show you everything that we have, because I want you to make an informed decision about your life and where it goes from here, okay?
Detectives are trying to get her to snitch and flip on them, clearly, because that's very powerful testimony. They don't even really need it, to be honest, but...
Can you see that?
Can't really see what video they're showing her, but they're going to show her all the evidence. Be like, you're cooked. It's kind of hard to even hear what she's saying. I hate this about interrogation footage. Why do these police stations not have 4K video and a microphone on the table? They know they're being recorded. Every trial I watch, the audio is fucking terrible in interrogation rooms. What are we doing? You can buy a $50 microphone. That sounds fucking incredible.
Is that you in footage?
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell us what's going on here?
Waiting on the door.
Okay, where are you at in this video?
Isaiah.
Do you remember what time you were in?
Yeah,
Okay.
Admitting she's with Isaiah in Tampa already.
I had just like a neighbor before that, so he asked me who's
Who's he?
my boyfriend.
Got him?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you call me?
What do you call him?
Zane.
Zay? So does he go back and you don't call him? You never call him that? No?
That's not like a...
She's laughing at them calling him Gutta.
So tell us a little bit about what you guys did in Tampa.
Well, we just found a place to go, and I was hungry a lot. Mighty brave, so.
Okay. Was that it? Is that you?
Yeah.
And that's it? Okay. Do you know the name of the club?
I think I'm living. There's a place up there.
Okay. So you tried to get into this club and you couldn't get in?
Well, these ones are price, but they pass, so.
You guys didn't want to pay for it? Or it just looked too bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we went to the club and didn't go in because it cost money. Yeah, okay.
What's going on here? Is he using your phone?
You think? Yeah.
Who's he talking to on the phone?
I don't know.
Who was in his little brother? That's the gentleman driving. You've never met him before? Was he at the Airbnb with you guys? How were you in the car with him and your boyfriend's not there?
No.
He was in the backseat? Okay. So how did this gentleman join you guys at some point in the evening?
I don't know. I just found my boyfriend.
I don't know, did he come to the Airbnb? Did you guys pick this guy up somewhere? Was that silver car that you're in the drive-thru in? Is that the car that you and Zay traveled down from Jacksonville in for the weekend?
I don't know.
Admitting to be in the silver car in the drive-thru.
Do you know that? Do you know this kid?
I never met him.
You've never met him before?
Lying about not knowing, I think, Davion Murphy driving the car in the drive-thru.
Are you excited about being pregnant?
I don't know. I watched the last one.
You did?
So, I'm not really.
You like to have a baby at some point?
No.
No? Okay. How long have you and Zay been together?
Like 40 years on.
4 years on and off?
Damn, okay, 4 years on and off. I can understand the tattoo. Not really, but whatever.
What I need for you to do right now is very, very honest with me. Okay? You're 21 years old, correct?
Yes.
So your phone, it tracks you, right? You know that, right? Your telephone,
I think I guess.
it tracks you. Tracks you everywhere you go. That's how we knew you were at these places to get video from, is because your phone showed you there at those exact times.
Yeah.
So we just go to those places, we download the video, and then lo and behold, we see. That's how we knew the Airbnb you were at, that's how we knew all the places you'd gone to, is because your cell phone was tracking you approximately every single minute with high accuracy.
I think that was me.
You know, it's real. Yeah, your phone tracks you everywhere you go. So you drove down in a car you don't remember, and then you took it
I'll tell you, I follow him.
Okay, all right.
If you say go, I'm ready to go. And I was ready to go, and he kept running.
Is this the gentleman that was driving the cruise at McDonald's?
I don't know.
Yeah. He's going into the Airbnb at the same time that you guys are coming in and getting ready to leave at your room, right?
Yeah. But I don't know.
Do you remember any conversations with him at all? Did he introduce himself in any way? Street name? Talk about anything?
No.
You don't?
No.
No. And that picture that I showed you and I asked you about was Zay's little brother. Do you know his real name? Do you know Zay's little brother's real name? Have you
I'm
spent
like 10, I don't know.
Have you spent any time with him?
Probably next.
Okay.
At his house.
Lying about not knowing who Sean Gaithright is. When Isaiah Chance and Sean are literally, like, apparently best friends.
That Airbnb video of when you're coming in, okay, to the Airbnb. Where's everybody else at? Where's Zay and Luke? Because they don't come in at the same time. How did they get in?
I don't know, I'm a good friend.
Yeah, but this camera goes off every time somebody passes it, and in order to get in, you have to put in a code, and that code gets tracked on the app. I spoke to the owner of the Airbnb. Nobody else went in. How did they get in?
I'm not sure.
Did you let them in another door? Is it possible you could open the back door?
No.
So now she's lying about them going in the back door. Another red flag. I mean, this is nothing but red flags. She shouldn't be talking to the police.
So how did Zay get inside if you were the only one in the front door?
I did not.
Huh?
I don't know if I did not.
No, I understand you got in the front door.
Yeah.
How did anybody else get in? Because nobody else was on the
Anybody
camera.
else?
Zay was with you. He stayed there,
That's
right?
it.
He didn't know in the front door.
I don't know, I did not.
Zay didn't know in the front door.
I'm not sure where he went.
Was he inside with you?
Yes, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, they didn't know in the front door.
Well, I don't know. Did y'all ask him that? 'Cause I don't know.
This is relabeled the Airbnb, okay? See that? And every single minute your phone is pinging off. You see all those little bubbles there? That's your phone pinging off there, okay?
He's like, yo, you see this? This is your phone being tracked everywhere around a murder.
That's your phone pinging off there, right? So you arrived at the Airbnb around 8 p.m. And this is the Airbnb, and here we are at 8 p.m., okay? Do you know who else was at Teaser's Club while you were there? The rapper from Jacksonville, Foolio, that died in Tampa, right? He was at Teaser's as well, and we have him on footage at Teaser's. After he leaves Teaser's, no, that's fine. No, you gotta watch this because you gotta know, okay? After he leaves Teaser's, he goes to Truth 18, right? For his after party, which he posted on Instagram, walking up the stairs. Guess who else shows up at Truth 18 after Foolio shows up at Truth 18? You show up at Truth 18.
It wasn't crowded, so.
Okay, no, but there's one place that wasn't a club, right? So there's one place that wasn't a club. You have to come up with a reason why you were there. It's a hotel where Foolio was shot and killed at.
I never stayed at a hotel.
Oh, no, you didn't say. We know you didn't stay at that hotel. We know you didn't stay at that hotel. We know you were in the parking lot. But you were at the hotel where Foolio was murdered at the exact same time that he was murdered. Okay? Sweetie, the reason we're showing. No, listen. This is a time where we're gonna. I understand. This is. I want to make it because you've never been arrested before, right? And you might not understand the gravity of the situation you're in. Okay. Are you're familiar with Zay's old friend Tilly that was shot and killed? No, you're not familiar with that.
Lie. You don't know your boyfriend, a 4 years friend that got killed?
His killer had a girlfriend by the name of Diamond, okay? And Diamond helped set Tilly up, lured him to a location where he was shot and killed, okay? Now, Diamond was not at the scene where he was shot and killed. Diamond did not pull the trigger, okay? All she did was send a few messages on the phone, okay? And they put the case against her, and now she's already been convicted 20 plus years. She's in jail right now. She's not getting out for decades, and she wasn't even at the scene where Tilly got killed. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm not making any threats to you by any means, but this is damning evidence.
The jury is hearing all this. What?
This is the murder scene, and this is your device present at it. Okay. Okay, sweetie, you can try to explain this. Okay. You're 21, right? Yeah. Okay. I have your phone. I have your phone everywhere. I have the beef between your boyfriend, his people, and you don't have to play dumb with BL. Okay?
The detective is listing everything. I have your phones. I have the beef between your boyfriend. And she said, what beef? She's trying to act like there's no beef.
What I have on this video is you stalking Foolio, conducting surveillance of her. Just you scout this. Okay. Now, you're conducting surveillance.
She's trying to laugh it off, but girl, you're cooked.
Boyfriend going to teasers, which is already performed. Then we have your car, your phone, everything else in the parking lot of Truth 18. Then we have the car you're in, going into the parking lot where Foolio is killed. We also have the black Chevy that was traveling with you. We also have you guys on about a dozen license plate readers in tandem, driving together, following each other from Jacksonville all the way down here and back. This is the car that the three shooters came out of. And this is the car that you and Zay are on scene at video at teasers and seen on video at Truth 18. This is high definition footage, okay? You're there. You're there.
I caught you in 4K.
This is high definition footage. You're there. You're caught in 4K.
You didn't shoot anybody in Tampa when you were there, right? Did you shoot my Tampa? No. Okay, all right.
The jury's not going to like her laughing. This girl's cooked. The jury is hearing all this.
The charge on this is first degree murder. The sentence is going to be life in prison. Now, I mean, life means lifetime. It means it becomes your nursing home. It means you never get out. You don't have relationships anymore. Right now, so far, what you've done is lie to us, minimize your involvement in this, and it only makes the case that much stronger against you. The only thing that might help you out is complete truthfulness and honesty from you. And it's telling the whole story, because I'm telling you today, your life forever changes. It's never the same after today. That's happening right now. You're not going to be spending time with your family. You're not going to be doing any of those things. If you think your boyfriend loves you, your boyfriend used you in this. He knew. He's smart on these things. Okay? You know he is smart. He had you use on your phone. He had your phone. Use your phone.
What boyfriend puts his girlfriend in this position? He does not care about her. If you truly love your girl and you're in the streets, you do not let your girl get in the streets with you like this.
I tell you what you can't do. You can't travel to Tampa and then travel to the only two locations that Foolio was that night, walking around the parking lot. I can tell you something else. You didn't go up and talk to a bouncer, so we know you flies about that. You did not go because Foolio was in the parking lot when you got there.
Called her out for lying about talking to a bouncer, getting in the club, and then leaving.
I know that he loves it. I know that you love it. See, I know that you love it. I know that this is a very difficult situation. The question you have to ask yourself in this room right now is, are you willing to throw the rest of your life away for safety? That's what you're facing right now. That's what you're facing right now. The only possible chance that you have to get out of this situation is to be honest. Because at the end of the day, listen, you're not being honest.
Just say it to me. I love it.
We just showed you a bunch of pictures of people.
Okay.
Don't focus on that. Don't focus on the details. I want one honesty from you. You ready for my one honesty? Did you open the back door to let other people in the Airbnb? That's an easy question. Then how did they get in the Airbnb? Because they did not go in the front door.
What did I do with me?
No, it's asking you for one honesty.
All I did was walk up and knock. You see me type anything in, so what did I do?
You opened up the front door and you got in.
I didn't open it.
You didn't open up the front door of that place?
No.
How did you get in?
I was seeing open.
Nobody else went to the front door but you. I'm just asking one thing that I know is 100% truthful. And you can't answer that. You have to give the code over there. It's actually just audio of that. You have to get the code to get in. He gave you the code over. It's audio recorded. It's on audio. What we do for a living, we do at a highly professional level. I can tell you right now, with the statement you're giving us, you're going to be in prison. And you're never going to come out of it. You're never going to see the outside of prison.
The jury is hearing all this. I can't believe the defense wanted this.
The only reason we have shown you what we've shown you is because what's going to happen. No. The reason we have shown you what we have, and you still don't even have all, okay, because we've got a big case, is because after we leave this room, okay, we're going to go to the state attorney's office, okay, and we're going to get an arrest warrant, and at some point charging you with first-degree murder for the murder of Foolio.
No, it's going to happen tonight.
It's going to happen. You're going to be charged with murder. That's trials. Your mom and dad are going to talk to you through a window for years. I don't know how long this trial is going to be, and you're going to have to face the possibility that your entire life might be gone over Zay and his beef with Six Block and Foolio. You know what I'm saying? You have a choice. Let me tell you, when this stuff goes to juries, when this stuff goes to judges, it's not my job to judge you. I don't judge you. I know you're a young girl and you love Zay, and he put you in a fucking shitty situation. All right, well, he put you in a, where you don't love him. I mean, this is the kind of shitty situation. People, somebody you don't even know you love. You know what I'm saying? But he put you in a very shitty situation. He put you in a situation. And if you go to in front of a jury, the jury, what they want to know the most is, we made the case. We're going to be able to prove that you were there, that you participated in the murder. That's done. What the jury's going to want to know, why did she do it? And is she sorry? That's all they care about when they decide.
The jury's hearing all this.
You're doing 30 years or you're doing 15 years. They want to know. They want to know, why did she do it? And is she sorry? That's what they want to know. That's what you need to answer in this room. If Zay dragged you into some shit you didn't want to be a part of, you have to tell us that. But the only way that jury and the people who do decide your fate moving forward are going to believe that is if you're 100% honest. I don't need to answer the question of whether you're lying or not. We all in this room know that you're lying. We have evidence, okay? Don't focus on one thing, the whole story. We know that you were down there with Zay, okay, to kill Foolio. We know that Zay was communicating with the gunman in that Black Impala. And we know that the gunman in that Black Impala were acting on this information that you and Zay were feeding him from the cruise to target Foolio, down to the point where you knew exactly what seat he was seated in. You know who sees what seat Foolio was seated in? The cruise. The silver cruise you're in when you're driving by it.
This is just baffling.
Don't miss this opportunity to save your life.
I know y'all tell me I'm lying.
Let me ask you something. How serious do you think this is right here? Answer that question for me. How serious do you think this is right here? I can tell you it's the most serious thing that is ever going to happen in your lifetime. Today is going to be the most serious day you have ever had in your lifetime. I can't even stress that enough to you how serious today is. You're 21 years old. We want to give you the opportunity to explain this to us. You know what else? We have more on you than anybody else in that crew that came down here. You know why? Because you're experiencing these things. You left your phone on. Your phone communicated with the cell phone towers giving your exact location the entire time. All right? You just identified himself into 2 videos of him Truth 18 and a teasers. Listen to me. You just screwed him.
I already said who it counts.
Hey, no. I know what you're thinking in your head.
No, I'm saying y'all thought about myself.
No, I never thought you about yourself. I already knew you were with him. We had videos. We knew that was you. We knew that was Zay in that video.
We only say he's communicating with his brother Impala to kill Foolio.
Here's the thing. Before we talked to you, we didn't have him. We do now. He's done. Zay is done based off of you identifying in that video.
Detective is lying here. They had Isaiah already. I mean, he's on video with the shooters before the shooting and after. Like they had Isaiah already.
Little brother's done too.
He's done too. You've already put them in this. Okay, here's the thing. You don't know what you don't know. The problem is right now, 19 years old or 21 years old, you don't know a ton. You don't know a lot. The problem is you don't understand that those cell phone records seal your deal. I'm not talking about phone calls. I'm talking about it puts you every single place of the murder.
You don't have any explanation for why you were in the car at the scene of the murder.
For food.
You're looking for food in a hotel parking lot or food? Okay.
Looking for food in a hotel parking lot. That's her defense. And her defense lawyers allowed this to be showed.
That you and Zay are in the silver car in the parking lot, feet away from where Foolio gets gunned down. You have everything to understand how that looks. Just because you are pulling a trigger doesn't mean that. You ever heard of an accomplice and showing accomplice?
Here's the thing. Okay. Let me try to. I'm gonna try to break this down. Super simple. Okay. Did you see the Black Impala there with you at different places? Okay. So let me explain something else about this Black Impala. You and this Black Impala come from Jacksonville all the way to Tampa together. You guys pass. You know where the license plate reader is? There's cameras all over the place on the interstate. Tow trucks have them. They record every single license plate that comes by. We catch you and that other car together multiple times on the way from Jacksonville here.
Okay.
It means you have to hit the lottery to make that happen again. It's impossible for those 2 cars to hit license plate readers hundreds of miles away at the exact same seconds. But your 2 cars did because you followed each other all the way down.
Okay.
It's crazy you don't get it. So, you know what license plate is? You're all this, okay? You know what license plate is? A camera that takes pictures of license plates. The license, here's a camera, okay? You're going down the interstate right here, and here's a car. Here's a Chevy Cruze, picture taken. You get the license plate. Right behind it is another car, picture taken. That means these two cars are together. No, and these two cars are traveling together at the exact same time at multiple places of the state, coming from Jacksonville to Tampa. And you're going to tell me, huh? Does that make sense to you? The fact, did you see the black Impala? You never know anything about black Impala. You don't know anything about black car. Was anybody staying in your Airbnb that had a black car? You're not sure. Was there anybody staying in your Airbnb other than you, Zay, and Zay's little brother? Was there anybody else staying in that Airbnb? You were in the room all the time. You came out of the room and you went places. Was there anybody in that Airbnb other than you, Zay, and his little brother? Did you go into the front door of the Airbnb and let anybody else in another door of the Airbnb be in the back door?
Lying. She said, I'm not sure who else was in the Airbnb.
Did you go to the parking lot of Teasers with your boyfriend, Zay, and decide not to go in the club? Because it's packed? Because it was packed? Can you tell me why you were wearing a COVID mask in that parking lot?
I'm sick, my baby. People drinking, smoking.
Can you tell me why you don't have a mask on in other places?
You're in a car with a guy you don't even know in the McDonald's drive-thru and you don't have a mask on.
That's not because people were smoking. If you go into a club, remember?
Your first line was, I don't want to get sick because I'm pregnant.
That's what I said.
A guy you don't even know a foot away from you in the McDonald's drive-thru
Okay.
get you sick?
Cool.
He's catching her in lies. She said she had a mask on at some point because she didn't want to get sick because she's pregnant, but then she didn't have a mask on in the car in the McDonald's drive-thru with a bunch of people. Like, she's just fucked.
All the way down the highway, past the license plate readers, the silver Cruze, and the black Impala, all the way to the Airbnb, all the way to Teasers, and where Foolio's performing his first show, all the way to Truth 18, where Foolio's going for his after party, all the way to the homicide scene. Look at this. All the way. No, but explain it to me. Explain to me how black Impala in your car, all the way from Isaiah's little brother's house, from Jacksonville, all the way to here. You think that's a coincidence? That Isaiah's little brother's car, because that's his car, traveling with your car.
I'm supposed to know who car it is.
That's a lie.
Not my people. Is that kin to me?
You were at his house before you came down to
That's
Jacksonville.
not kin to me.
You were at his house before you came down to
That's not
Jacksonville.
kin to me.
Were you at his house before you came down
I
to
just said
Jacksonville?
that's not kin to me.
That's not answering the question. It's a yes or no question. Were you at his house before you came down to
I took
Jacksonville?
festivals.
So you were at a house. Was it black and Paul there? I'm struggling with is how I'm going to explain to your mother and your father that you want to throw away your life for sake. No, you don't. You are. You're looking down the barrel of a first-degree murder charge. Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes.
Listen to me. You don't understand what's going to happen after you walk out of this room. You're not going home. No. I mean, you're not going home. Do you think you get a bond on first-degree murder charge? Do you think you get post bail? You don't get post bail. So this is a process, and this is how it plays out, okay? So when you get charged with first-degree murder, you have no bond. You go to jail here, and then we transfer you to Tampa. And then you sit in a jail in Tampa between 2 to 4 years. During those 2 to 4 years, you're waiting for trial. Generally, you get assigned a public defender because you probably don't have money for a real attorney because a real attorney is about $200,000 for a case like this.
My guess was right. $200,000. Or I said at least 100 to 200, but whatever. I'll take the credit. Fuck it.
Then you go to trial. And then in trial, we show the video of you at the two places, the only two places in Tampa that Foolio goes to. Then we show you in the car you're in, because we have the car you're in, immediately afterwards, pulling into the scene where he is brutally gunned down by 3 masked men. And then you flee, and you go back to the Airbnb. That is what's shown to the jury. With video evidence, with phone records, with your lack of a statement to us explaining what you're doing in Tampa, no. And I'm telling you, no, it doesn't fly. That doesn't get you out.
I don't know what my
No. And then what happens is the jury comes back and they say guilty. That's what they say. You get life in prison. You go to prison. You live the rest of your life with another woman in a cell the size of this room, with a steel toilet in the corner with no door around it, and a little tiny sink above it. That is your life every single day for the rest of your life. You have a guard telling you when to get up, when to take a shower, when to go outside to a caged yard with giant walls, when to go back to your cell, and when to go to bed. And the next day, they open the bars again, and the guard tells you what to do every part of your day. If you backtalk, you get lit, you get put in solitary confinement. You get food taken away from you. You have no freedom again for the rest of your life.
So whatever you did today, I hope it was fun. I hope it was the most fun you have ever had in your lifetime, because you're going to need those memories to carry you through the rest of your life, because you won't make any more memories after today.
I can't believe the jury's hearing this.
Your parents do not want to see you through glass until the day they die, all right? If this was my girl in this seat, okay, I would beg her, be honest.
Detectives are doing a good job at trying to get her to switch.
We have to go in front of the jury. We get to tell our story, and then your story is what you're telling me here right now. Who do you think the jury's going to believe? I went down, I don't know what car went down, and I don't know really where we went. You know, we really want to go in here. You know, I only did this. No, your story, listen. This is your one opportunity. So this is, if you don't care, I mean, if you're the type of person that can participate in a ruthless murder, whether the guy deserved it or not, okay? No, but that's the thing. Just because you don't pull the trigger doesn't mean that you didn't participate. Okay. You obviously don't give a shit back.
Did you see Foolio in that parking lot at all?
No.
The car was in line looking straight at him. Communication was made to the other people. We have your car following the three cars there. Let me tell you how this goes, because this is all on video too. You drive up past the hotel, you're heading north, you might not know directions, I get it, okay? You're not from Tampa. The three cars do a U-turn. You and your boyfriend make a right U-turn. Then you do a U-turn, and you make a right, and you park at the Embassy Suites. Then you wait at the Embassy Suites. Then, at a hotel parking lot, just about 10 seconds away from where the murder happens, okay? Then, the black Impala comes out. The Chevy Cruze comes back out to the road, guns it to get to a light turning red, and then turns into the parking lot. That is the car you're in. I don't think you understand how much evidence we have in this case against you.
You're going to get convicted. You're confused. Can I ask you a question? No, can I ask you a question, okay? Let's put all this to the side for a second, all right? I'm telling you, okay, that there is enough evidence here to prove that you participated in this. I'm not going to argue with you. We're not going to ask me how or why, nothing. I'm telling you that there's enough evidence here to prove that you participated with Zay, with his little brother Sean. I already got the other two Murphys identified. I know the cars. I know your every move. I've got video of the whole thing. I've got all the cell phones. I've got everything that I need, okay, to prove that you're guilty in with this group, okay? I want to know, okay? Are you prepared? Are you prepared for this? Do you understand the severity? You're going to get convicted. I'm going to prove that you were guilty with this group. That's done. What we're offering you right now is an opportunity. An opportunity. Because you know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at a young girl who's never been arrested before, who may or may not be about to be a mother, okay? And that story plays well for the jury, who may or may not have been dragged into this gangland bullshit by somebody who obviously led her astray, who she loved and led her astray. That's what I'm looking at. You have an opportunity to be honest, okay? And put your story, the real story, on the record, to the point where that jury might have mercy on you. The people who judge you might have mercy on you. I gotta ask, are you gonna take the opportunity to give yourself a chance to be honest?
So you saying what I said to him?
Yes.
Yes. I'm calling you a liar. Yes.
Yes, I'm calling you a liar, yes.
I'm telling you right now, your life is going to forever change, and you're never going to be able to get it back. Anything your parents have tried to save is going to be gone. Do they own a house or rent a house you live in? You know that? Okay, they're going to have to remortgage it for you. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to remortgage it for every cent they can get out of that house. They're going to spend every cent they have trying to save you. And it's all going to be in vain, because it's not going to save you. But they're going to spend every cent they have anyways. You're going to ruin your parents' lives.
God, this is intense, bro.
We know about their history. We know about what Zay's been doing. We know about what his little brother's been doing. We sure shit know what these gentlemen have been doing. These are the people who you're getting ready to ruin your parents over and throw away your life over.
God, pointing at the shooters. These four are going to ruin your life and your parents' life.
These are the people that you want to ruin your parents over and throw away your life for? I know, no, that's a lie. No, I know you know that, okay? I know that you know these two for sure, and I know that you saw these two at the Airbnb. I know it. I can prove it. Whether you want to lie to me about it or not, that's on you.
I did.
These are the guys that you're willing to ruin your family for? That's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's what's happening right now. You're doing it. These are the guys that you're willing to ruin your family for.
Your mom was very nice to those deputies that were out there at her house earlier, those officers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She's a good lady. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Breaking her heart won't even begin to describe what you're going to do to your mom tonight. It won't even describe it.
Mm-hmm.
Parents are never the same after this. They're never the same. Their life is ruined. What really happened down there, you telling us that? That's free.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't cost you a cent. This is going to cost your parents everything. Absolutely everything on this.
Some of these other guys, there's no chance. There's no chance. They're done. They're past that point. But I still think that there's something in you worth saving. The question is, do you want to save yourself?
You're right beside him, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, but I'm looking at.
No, you're not. No. You have every excuse to not tell the truth. You're using every excuse to not tell the truth. So tell us what he said.
I don't know what he said.
You're lying about the Airbnb.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You were the only one. You're trying to protect safety. You're trying to. I get it that you're trying to protect safety. What's your side of your neck say?
Everything I say.
If you're truly on the sideline, and that's what you want the people who are going to judge you to believe, okay? They know, they're not dumb. They know that the sideline hears the conversations. The sideline sees what is in front of their eyes. We know because the video shows that you were standing shoulder to shoulder with Zay while he's talking on your phone, okay? So, we know because you're shoulder to shoulder with him while he's talking on the phone, we know that you heard what he said. They're not going to believe that you didn't hear, okay?
We know you heard what your boyfriend said on the phone. You're lying. And the jury is hearing all this.
Shoulder to shoulder with only the center console in between you while he's communicating with little brother and the shooters, okay? And they're going to want to know, huh? But you heard what he was saying?
No, I didn't. She didn't hear what he was saying. She just actually said that. Walking in tandem in a parking lot and in a car with him, tracking him, giving his location to his friends. On the phone with his friends.
If somebody told you I'm in a car with somebody, and he's talking on the phone the whole time, and I didn't hear that, I didn't hear what he said, that makes sense to you? How does that make sense? I'm here, I am. I'm right here. Come on, this is the house. Come on. Hey, he just pulled up to the hotel. No. Go turn around one time. Park real quick. Oh, he's in the passenger seat. Aim for the passenger seat. Can you hear that? You hear me see that? You didn't hear me see that?
No, kind of okay.
It's a game, G. It's a game, G. And it's sad, man. It's sad because this isn't a game. This is real life. It's happening right now. This is real life. This ain't no TV shit. This ain't no shit you need to walk away from.
So,
by chance, you show up at the only two places Foolio goes to in Tampa. The only two? No, they're not. We're from Tampa. That's not the big one. Teachers is a joke. Hey, let me tell you what teacher is. Probably the shittiest little strip club in Tampa. The shittiest. Okay? That's not where everybody goes. Like, literally, nobody goes there. One of the other guys might try to take a deal, right? And he might try to be the first to go to the state and say, I'll give you everything for mercy. I'll give you everything for mercy.
He's not wrong. I'm surprised no one else has flipped.
Because you're in that parking lot.
Enjoying my time like everybody else.
Enjoying my time like everyone else. No, you're not. You were there for 17 hours and walked around a parking lot. 2 different parking lots with your boyfriend at 4 in the morning.
You're going to be the first one. You're going to be the first one. The rest will fall. They're falling. Isaiah's day's coming. The SWAT team's going to hit his house, with his murder warrant for Foolio too. That's coming, okay? But guess who gets the honor of being the very first one? Because of her phone, because of the video. Guess who gets the honor of being the very first one to be officially charged and arrested and booked for the murder of Foolio? You. You go down first. That's some fucked up shit, man. They put you in this situation, and you going down before them. We might even get to the point where we go to trial, and some of them big day charges. You won't. Ain't that some fucked up shit? If 2 or 3 of those guys end up getting off on this murder, you gotta do life for it.
This is being kind of disingenuous. I mean, I know a trial, anything could happen, but those guys aren't getting away with it. They're on camera everywhere, bro. Like, there's literally maybe a 0.01% chance, and that's only if the prosecution does something where there's a huge mistrial with prejudice or something. Like, I don't see how a jury could ever not convict those 4 other dudes.
No, listen to me. I'm going to get to present all of that to the jury, and you know what the jury is going to hear from your side? It's happening right now. This is it. This is your moment. The only thing that the jury is going to get to hear from you is the story you're putting down here right now. An Instagram message came from your account. How do you know you didn't message his girlfriend if you don't know Rashad? How do you know who Rashad's girlfriend is?
No girlfriend.
We just said that.
Called her in a lie. How do you know you didn't message Rashad's girlfriend if you don't know Rashad? Because she tried to say she didn't know Rashad.
You sent an Instagram message to a woman who is the girlfriend of Rashad. Whether you know Rashad or not, doesn't matter. You sent, actually doesn't even matter whether it's her girlfriend or not. It doesn't matter who. You sent a message. Then you sent a message asking for an Airbnb to book in Tampa. And Airbnb, listen to me. I don't care. It doesn't make it's regardless. You're missing the point. You sent a message, okay, asking for an Airbnb to book for us. Those are the specific ones. We need you to book us. Us, right? So you and multiple people bring on a COVID mask while you're at all the locations that Foolio's at. You know what I'm saying? You were within line of sight. The video proves it. Foolio's car is parked in front of teachers, and you're within line of sight. You and Isaiah.
What did she say specifically she was doing there?
She said she went to the Teasers Club potentially to patronize it, to go inside, and claimed that she went up to the bouncer at the front door, asked how much it was to get in, and after hearing the price, they decided not to go into the club.
Did you confront her with the video footage at the teaser's video?
Yes.
And after you had told her that she never did that, did her reason change as to why she didn't go in?
No.
Did you also talk to her about the Truth 18 video?
Yes.
And what was the reason why she gave for not going into the Truth 18 video?
That Isaiah Sanchez doesn't like packed places. But she also claimed to have gone up to the bouncer and inquired about going in there as well.
And did she ever go into the Truth 18, up those stairs that lead up to Truth 18?
No, she did not.
Have any contact with any of the bouncers or employees that were inside of the Truth 18?
No, ma'am.
At some point, did you show her the cell phone mapping on your computer in that interview room with her?
Yes, I did.
And what was the point of doing that?
Again, just trying to get her all the information so she can make an informed decision.
Did you show her photographs of Sean Gathright?
Yes, I did.
And did she say or give you any information as to his identity?
She said she had no idea who this was.
At some point, who did she say she was staying at the Airbnb with?
She said the only people staying at the Airbnb were her boyfriend, Isaiah Chance, and who she referred to as his little brother.
Did she ever identify who the little brother was?
No.
Stupid.
At the beginning of that interview, did you specifically ask her, when you're talking to her, refer to him as his nickname Gutta?
I did.
What was her response to you when you were referring to him with that name?
She asked why we were calling him that and then told us that that's not what she knows him by.
And when you brought up any details about gang activity, did the defendant indicate or provide you any knowledge or background into that?
No.
Just going through all her lies, bro.
When she said that she didn't know or understand why you were calling her boyfriend Gutta, that she had 2 tattoos of Gutta on her body.
I was not.
Did she ever show you or acknowledge to you that she had a tattoo of Gutta down the chest, down the center of her chest?
No, she did not.
Did she ever tell you or acknowledge or show to you in that interview or before or after the interview that she also had Gutta tattooed on the side of her ear?
No, she did not. Yes, this shot is one of the many times that co-defendant Isaiah Chance went to and from his vehicle. Specifically in this shot, he has an item in his right arm that's consistent in appearance to a pistol with an extended magazine inserted in it.
You were never able to get that, correct?
We didn't get any of the devices.
So they got rid of phones. Another red flag.
Detective, can you tell us what is being shown on this from the defendant's, not defendant's, from Isaiah Chance's Instagram account?
This is a photograph from a crime scene in Jacksonville where one of the members of the gangs was murdered.
Oh, it's a different murder. I think it's the one where they got shot in the highway.
Can I ask you what is being shown in this from the Isaiah Chance's Instagram account?
Not Bill Belichick.
Are you familiar with this posting from Isaiah Chance's Instagram account?
Yes, this was made from his account on the day of the homicide at approximately 6:13 a.m., so less than 2 hours after the homicide. It's a picture of approximately 6:13 a.m., so less than 2 hours after the homicide. It's a picture he posted of Bill Belichick, the famous Patriot coach, with the hands up emoji.
So what he's basically saying is he coached the killers to kill them, which he pretty much said. He drove by and everything.
Behind the ghost emoji to the right is co-defendant Isaiah Chance, and then the gentleman on the left is Tilly, his friend that was killed on October 7th in 2023 in Jacksonville. If it ain't Don Julio, don't pass me no bottle.
Incredibly dumb.